Hello everyone, this is Team 5 and we're presenting our project for a version of Minesweeper online. What we can see here is our login page. For demonstrations, we're gonna log in with a test user. So the test user doesn't actually exist yet, so we're gonna click login once. This will add the user to the database and it will allow us to log in now. We are then greeted with our home page where we can see the instructions for Minesweeper and our current stats. Since this is a new user, there are no stats. We will demonstrate now with our test user. This is an existing user we've been using to test. We can see that this user has games won in different difficulties stored in the database, and those are loaded accordingly depending on who's logged in.
We display the game in the menu using a canvas element, and we borrowed the code for generating the mines in the grid of the game from an external source. So if you can see, we select a difficulty, and then we get a grid. The only difference between the difficulties is the size of the grid and the amount of mines that we can use, and we can use the game by right-click. We can mark mines by right-clicking over one of the tiles of the grid, and we can use a normal click to reveal the danger or the mine in the tile. As you may see, you can play here, and you can either win or lose. And once you do, you are prompted to either go back to a menu by clicking over the canvas element or selecting the button to exit game to go back.
The next feature we added is a global leaderboard that displays the best 10 results for all of our players registered that have won a game. So we can see here Jay Saibu has the best time with 5 seconds. He won a hard game. And then we have all the other best times for these players. And then our next feature, it's we can update here for new entries, or if you reload the page, you will also be updating the table. And then our next feature is the chat. The chat is set up using Socket.io. It's constantly listening for the logged in users and their messages. So once the user logs in, it will alert all the other users that he is in the chat. And then, as we can see, Isabel joined right after I was on the chat. So I got a message saying that she joined the chat, and then she sent me a message and I can reply the message. We tag the messages with the username, so we can know who sent the message, and we can communicate with all the users that are logged in to the game or to the page at the same time.
As a final demonstration, we're gonna show the database to showcase how we are securely saving our users' information. So here we can see that we have, well, our test subject and, well, refresh. We can see the one that we added at the beginning of this tutorial added as well. The passwords are hashed for our user security, and this will be constantly updated, and the values of this database are linked to the values of the leaderboard database as well. We can go back to the application now. This is overall what our project consists of. We implement the multiplayer, well, we implement the multi-user functionality. We can have multiple people in the game lobby communicating with each other, and we'll have constant updates of people playing and achieving better times in different difficulties. Thank you so much. This was Team 5.